get too attached, baby. Don't get caught up in the lies, cause you won't never make it back. Cause this city, this town, is so much more than that. Baby, do you feel like surfing on the waves? Ooh, baby, now we can freak it from Hollywood up to the Bay. Ooh, yeah, let me show you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side,
Baby, let me show you what my side like. Don't get caught up in that limelight. All this water on my wrist, can't get the time right. I see you in hindsight, I see you as my wife. I see you with me in a 6'3", hair blowing in the breeze. It's your California dream. Yeah, tell me something I wanna believe. Tell me that you need me the way I need you on my team. If I see you in the spring, I would fall if you would leave. For the Mars and APs, they are ballin' HD. From the west side with love, like I'm Diamond 13. Got me in real life, gotta say it for real twice. I'm from Southern California where the weather real nice. And the honey's not nice, still in the spotlight. I ain't got a vibe. If you wanna ride, I'll show you what the west side. Show you on the west
show
side.
you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side, we got what you want, we got what you like. Sunny days and palm trees, they'll get you. Just like that, when you leave, you'll be coming right back. Cause you can't get enough of this California. Show you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side, let me take you all around the west side. Let me take you all around. 'Cause I wanna take you all around. Let me take you all around. Yeah. Let me take you.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that beat in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that beat in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling?
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, guys, at the end of this season, there is a potential opt-out of the collective bargaining agreement. And after seeing star players hold out, some wonder if that will be exercised. Commissioner Silver says we have a common interest to ensure that contracts are honored. Those are issues we can approach collectively. Kevin?
As is always the best case. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Achua in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Warriors, the core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Looney. GA with their 4th title. The combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an All-NBA team.
Now, here's Trent. Barnes outside. Shot clock at 5. They set the pick. Here's the 3. No good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Lets it go from deep. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The thing we most closely associate with Stephen Curry's career, the 3-ball.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Passes to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. And that one is off. Curry with some nice D. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. Here's Wiggins. That shot off. The Raptors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Siakam. Trent outside. And the Raptors miss again.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
A three-pointer. Wiggins. It's hauled in by Achua. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Barnes. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. That one goes in.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Suns. Here's Wiggins. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, the mid-range game right now on point for Andrew Wiggins. Doing work.
Van Vliet outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Van Vliet. His last outing, he had 24 points. 2 points, that one goes. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, at his size, Fred Van Vliet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
Curry's shot is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Raptors trail by 6. A double team Siakam. Pick off in midair. Here's Wiggins. Siakam pulls it in.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Wiggins able to finish. Wiggins has got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
The Raptors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Trent against Thompson, and the pass to Van Vliet. Lets it go from 11. Here's Achua. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Traps in the tray. We saw the WNBA launch the Commissioner's Cup, but what are your thoughts, Doris, about a mid-season tournament being added to the NBA?
Kevin, it's hard not to look at the positive effect that the play-in situation has had on the NBA. Think about it, how much more competitive games are down the stretch of the regular season. So because of that success, I am very open to adding a mid-season tournament.
Here's Achua after the made shot from Klay Thompson.
Absolutely tenacious guy. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Here's Wiggins, and off the left side of the rim, and swirls in for it. He's got 8.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Siakam deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Trent, and they get it. The shot that time, not on target. The Warriors go the other way. Here's Wiggins, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 10 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Siakam against Green. 5 to shoot. On deep, Trent. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
T-shirt time. Now, Jason, who's going on with a free T-shirt?
Step back and look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Warriors, number 1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. He's looking for Trent and finds him.
The son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep. Pretty much the opposite style of play.
And he makes the first.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Trent hits them both.
Gary Trent Jr., to me, guys, the very definition of a true shooter. He believes it's a natural talent, but he also works to develop himself into a reliable and efficient shooter.
A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable. They've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Wiggins, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Andrew Wiggins is a talented prospect. On the offensive end, he is as scary as it gets.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Poole comes in for Klay Thompson. What's up? Throw good, Wiggins.
Well, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage.
Curry against Flynn from downtown. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Green. Lamb comes in for Wiggins. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Curry. And Toronto also making a switch. Young's checked in. So it's Toronto now. It's an 18-point game. Here's Banton. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. 4 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And Young slams it home.
Boy, how about the strength by Thaddeus Young on that dunk? My goodness gracious.
Pass to Green. It's blocked. Barnes against Lamb. Pass to Banton. Back to Barnes. Inside. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Barnes.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scottie Barnes passing on display.
There's Kuminga. Tries again. And Green puts it in. And the Warriors lead by 16.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Barnes left side. Sets a screen for Barnes. Out to the right wing. Here's Flynn. Off target from outside. Warriors leading by 16. Here's Kuminga. Good defensive work there by Young.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
To the inside. Here's Barnes, and it goes down 2 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Lamb, good.
This has been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Barnes. The Warriors making the shot, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
You can see the confidence in that jumper building and building for Scottie Barnes.
Barnes has gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Here's Green.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. How last month turned out for him. He's around 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Green. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Make some noise for your Warriors 16.
And how about we check the numbers for Andrew Wiggins? Both free throws good from Green. Raptors trail by 16. Outside Flynn. Barnes down low. Covered by Lamb. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Poked away. And Kuminga throws it down.
This is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Outside Flynn. And And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. Barnes against Lamb. Barnes passes to Flynn. And that one is good.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Scottie Barnes.
And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. 16-point lead. Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And Toronto has possession. The Warriors making the shot. Feeds it to Barnes. Over Lamb. And he overshot that one, missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
There's Kuminga. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Young, a screen on Lamb. And that one's good. Barnes has got 6 points.
You love how Scottie Barnes embraces the challenge of a contested shot. Don't back down, Scottie.
And it's Golden State with another.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Outside Flynn. Lamb against Barnes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scottie Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Scottie Barnes, guys, the 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
Ken Burge has checked in for Young. Barnes hits them both. We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Kuminga going inside, scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Barnes against Lamb. Barnes with it. His last outing, 16 points for him. Lets it go with a 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this.
Give it up for your Warriors.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And so it's Golden State with it. So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Ken Burge is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Banton in at the 2.
And one of the many special things about Steph Curry, his loyalty. Sticking with this Warriors franchise since being drafted back in 2009.
The pass to Banton. Now VanVleet. Fires the 3. That shot off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Poole finds Curry. Launches a 3. Burge grabs the board. And talking about Steph, he is the face of the franchise. And his loyalty is shown.
Steph's been a model citizen, never complains, never causes any issues, willing to work with young teammates. He is the ideal superstar to build around.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. That's worth for him. DA, thanks. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Passes it to Birch. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Banton. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Banton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
The mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Now here's Van Vliet. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Here's Green, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
Trent. Amon Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Raptors are gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Toronto calls timeout. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Fans, give it up for the Warriors youth team.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for Jordan Poole. The Raptors also with a sub. Achua, he's checked in for Kem Birch. Right wing. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Here's Achua. This one for 3. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Achua's got 7 points in the game.
Don't just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred Van Vliet. Pretty pass, sir.
Goes up on the wing, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Siakam outside. Here's Benton. And it's Looney with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
That one goes. Count it. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Draymond Green can dole out as much punishment as he receives. And right there goes into the teeth of the defense.
Trent kicks to Siakam. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
First team foul.
And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And welcome out your Warriors next team.
Check out the numbers for Van Vliet. He's averaging about 19 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Siakam hits them both. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Van Vliet kicks to Trent. Siakam outside. Trent outside. And Looney sends it back.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game. Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And here is Van Vliet after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Now here's Van Vliet from past the arc. Achua, no good.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
And there the Warriors now with another bucket.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Siakam. Following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Over Green. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And the shot goes in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times. That an easy bucket in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Achua finds Van Vliet. Shoots over Curry. And the Raptors miss again.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Curry against Van Vliet. Shot to stop the run. Good on the triple.
Fred VanVleet.
Van Vliet's got 7 points in the game.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there.
Hands it from downtown.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Toronto's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in.
Raptor subs, Scottie Barnes.
On defense, the Warriors. Van Vliet wide open. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred VanVleet ready and willing.
Wiggins passes to Looney. Wiggins against Barnes. And it's Wiggins missing. Toronto's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Now Barnes. 8 points for him. Pass to Van Vliet. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Shots.
And the first one drops. Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Looney. Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Lamb, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Stephen Curry. And Toronto also making a switch. Flynn's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And both free throws good for Wiggins. And here is Barnes. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Uncovered. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
How about the jump shot by Scottie Barnes? Look out, folks.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunny. Now here's Barnes. 10 points for him. Offensive rebound. Outside Flynn. Here's Boucher. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Golden State's got 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 23.
Boy, more points on the board for Wiggins. How about this guy? This is a memorable night.
Trent against Lamb. Trent can't hit. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. They've got the Timberwolves ahead. Oh!
Andrew Wiggins should get a 10 for degree of difficulty. That was beautiful.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Flynn with it. Barnes outside. Driving to the basket. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Boucher's got 5 points now this quarter. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Kuminga, and finished off by Kuminga.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now here's Barnes. 10 points for him. And the dunk by Boucher.
Well, you can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical. Makes that finish look easy.
There's Kuminga. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Achua's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wiggins against Barnes. It's Trent on the wing. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Free ball.
Barnes has got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Kuminga. And there's the drive. And Kuminga throws it down.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now here's Barnes. Great tee that time from Green. The Warriors shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Kuminga's got 16 points. Toronto with the ball. Now Trent coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And there's the pass to Boucher. Trying to find Achua and gets it to him.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
That one good for 2.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And they recover it. Flynn against DiVincenzo. Barnes outside. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jump.
Kuminga, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Golden State's got 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. To halt the run, and that one's good. Barnes. He's got 12.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
The Raptors shooting 41% from the field in the second quarter up to this point. Flynn the pass to Trent. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from Lamb.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
From the baseline. And it's Wiggins missing. And here is Barnes. And here is Trent outside. And it's in. There's the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. We're trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if he can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that matchup with the Timberwolves, this one is a coin flip, a 50-50 game on paper. Pretty even talent-wise. It's going to come down to execution.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I'll be watching on my tablet.
Switching focus now, a tremendous showing in the first half for the Golden State Warriors.
And it wasn't one guy on this team moving the ball. It was everyone. Good luck guarding them. They're cooking.
What would you say they're cooking? Chicken, steak, ribs, maybe a little sea bass?
Ooh, sea bass. Oh, I'm so hungry.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. The core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Looney out there with Wiggins. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Siakam outside. The kick out to Barnes. Knocks down the 3 ball. Barnes has got 15 points.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
It's so hard, isn't it, Doris, to define Scottie Barnes' position? Point forward would probably, I guess that'd be correct.
I guess, Kev. And it almost doesn't matter, right? Because what we know about Scottie Barnes is he's got big-time talent. He can make plays. He can get downhill. He can rebound and run with the basketball in his hand. And think about it. He is a guy still with so much upside. Imagine when he locks in completely and understands the NBA game. Sky's the limit.
Now that one from Van Vliet.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
It's Curry. That time on the assist by Wiggins. Curry's got 39.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Green against Siakam. Over Green. Siakam misses.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And he's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And here is Van Vliet after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Curry against Van Vliet. Shoots over Curry. And again, Toronto no up. Warriors have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And Green gets it to go.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
It's stolen by Curry. Puts it up from 17, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Van Vliet outside. And again, no good by Toronto.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Siakam. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. They set the pick from deep Trent. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Wiggins, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, you realize how fast Wiggins is moving when he pulls up on a dime like that.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Curry, and Curry with the stop.
That's a double win, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Siakam, Green with the block.
A valuable, dogged defender. Draymond Green doing his thing.
Wiggins doesn't go that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. Siakam against Green. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Pools checked in for the Warriors. Here's Barnes. Here's Siakam to stop the drought. Barnes with another miss.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Curry, good.
Well, we know Steph Curry has a ton of fun on the court because he can score from virtually anywhere. But that floater is a must-have tool in the toolbox.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 13. Count it from 12. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that run.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Van Vliet outside. Knocked away. Curry with the steal. The finish. And again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
Well, that basket began with Steph Curry's defense. He's thinking one step ahead, creates the steal, and triggers the break.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And he gets the bucket. Looney's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Curry against Van Vliet. And Siakam has it in the corner. To the middle, here's Barnes. Count it. 17 points for Barnes.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Here's Thompson into the lane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Klay Thompson. Van Vliet against Curry. A 3-ball. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Thompson. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
You have to be aware when Klay Thompson has the ball in his hands. He can pull up at any time off that dribble.
Shot's good by Benton. Benton's got 5.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Green, takes it inside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
How about the agility and footwork of Draymond Green? Boy, for a big man, he is so good at knifing his way inside.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Barnes looking around. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And that one goes long. The Raptors shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Van Vliet finds Siakam from out on the wing. He knocks it down.
Assistant.
He's got 6.
That's why they call him Spicy P, cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
Curry. On the wing, Green. Over Siakam. Out to Thompson. Over Barnes. The offensive rebound. Outside, Green. And another shot. Birch grabs the board. Birch has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Benton. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Well, solid execution. Fred VanVleet is just so steady. This guy always makes the right basketball play.
On its way from Curry for 2. And again, no good by Golden State. Toronto's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
Poole, no good. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Birch. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Birch has got 6 points.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred VanVleet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred VanVleet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless.
Here's Looney. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Raptors shooting for the game at 42%. Pass to Birch. Back to Van Vliet. That one wide left.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Thompson. Benton with the rebound. And it's the Raptors ball.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Van Vliet. Birch with it. Van Vliet outside. Clock at 6. Back to Birch. Fires at the elbow. Yep, that one goes. Siakam's got 4 this quarter.
Now, this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
Frank, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
At the line.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
First one falls for him.
Well, the pure shooting stroke is the first thing you think of with Klay Thompson. But I think as impressive is what he gives you on the defensive end of the floor. Klay Thompson is as hard a worker as there is in the NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Kuminga comes in for Green. Lamb, he's checked in for Poole. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Curry. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Flynn. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Shoots over Flynn. Warriors the rebound. Here's Kuminga. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Flynn. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. No good from Lamb.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Flynn misses. Warriors shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. DiVincenzo. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Toronto shooting 41% for the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They grab their own miss. Outside Flynn. No good with the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
That will count. The shot, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense. Offense, simple passes will get it done, right? You guys look great, though. Keep the pressure on.
Paying his guys respect they deserve. Likes what he sees. I like that message.
And Kevin, it's so important to praise your guys when they're playing well. Coach understands how critical it is to recognize good effort.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got Young, and it's Flynn in at the 1 spot.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. As more games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're chipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
To the right side. Hernan Gomez kicks to Flynn. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Flynn. From deep. And one. Hernan Gomez with the three. Hernan Gomez has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Moody. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Here's Doughton. Out to the right wing. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Here's DiVincenzo. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Hernan Gomez with the ball. He's picked up by Lamb. Back to Flynn. Now the pass to Doughton. Toronto working the ball around now. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Flynn kicks to Hernan Gomez. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Young, a screen on DiVincenzo. There's the drive, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
First personal foul. First team
And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Flynn. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Jerome comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And both free throws good from Flynn. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Now the feed to Green. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback. And a nice finish by him.
And the shot goes in.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Jerome, no good. Raptors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Shot from the top of the key. Flynn misses. The Warriors shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Jerome, no good. Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. To the wing right side. A wide-open shot from Hernan Gomez. And again, Toronto with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Shoots. Jerome, no good. here's Toronto. They're on a 16-6 run. He takes it in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Not going to go that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Lamb. And the Warriors miss again. Toronto's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Here's Flynn. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
Now here's Flynn. And he banks in the layup.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Pulls up on the wing. Good as the jump shot falls. Iguodala's got his first 2 points.
Boy, Iguodala understands how to pick his spots. Does such a good job playing within the context of the offense.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Ken Burch is checked in for Thaddeus Young. Timeout called the Warriors. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
Give it up for the Warriors Youth Team.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Moody. Unable to get that one. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Outside Flynn. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Lately, as we've seen, Doris, a few small market teams stockpiling picks to the extreme. What do you think of that strategy?
Well, the organization that is fully committed to stockpiling picks is clearly the Oklahoma City Thunder. We have yet to see them come out on the other side and build a contending team. Not a small market team, but look at the Miami Heat. They refuse to lose at any cost. They're always looking to win, and I certainly like that mentality. Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Raptors basketball. Shooting for Toronto, Malachi Flynn. Shooting 1.
One shot.
A free throw drops for Flynn.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Banton's checked in. Flynn with it. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Iguodala. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Raptors, Koloko taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it. And so he makes both from the line. Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Andre Iguodala showed great focus in the paint. Even with all those bodies around him, keeps his concentration.
Outside Flynn. Defended by Kuminga. And that one drops. Timeout called the Warriors.
State calls timeout.
You're terrible, Golden State.
Time to get loud and make some noise for your Warriors 16.
Scottie Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jerome, and again, no good by Golden State.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Now here's Barnes. 6 to shoot. Here's Banton. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Toronto's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Kicks it to Barnes. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
And the technical free throw is good. Barnes against Lamb. Here's Banton. Fires from deep. And Moody pulls it down. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Goes up at the stripe. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. 20 points for Jonathan Kuminga. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Here's Flynn following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. Count that one.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Kuminga. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes passes to Flynn. Fades back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Here's Iguodala. Toronto grabs the miss. Birch has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. 5 on the floor. Trent's checked in for Toronto. Fred VanVleet comes in for Flynn. Warriors leading by 23. Now, here's Looney. Here's Wiggins. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Wiggins has got 35.
Well, a case where he dominates in close, but Wiggins so versatile on offense.
The drive by Barnes. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 6 assists in the game. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's got the wide shoulders, the natural balance. Andrew Wiggins taking the hit and finishing.
Down low, here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Curry finds Green. Back to Curry. Takes the 3. And got it! Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
To the inside. Here's VanVleet. Great D that time from Green.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything. You've got to be kidding. Defense can't do it much better than that. Andrew Wiggins, though, the wiry strength to convert off contact.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Toronto's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. VanVleet passes to Birch. Thompson against Trent. Back to Birch. Nobody near Barnes. Nailed from three-point land. Barnes has got 24 points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Stephen Curry.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load
increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Toronto. Flynn comes in for Gary Trent. Barnes can't get it to go. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors for three. Here's Looney. It's rebounded by Scottie Barnes. And Toronto has possession from the arc. They get it back. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Green. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Outside Flynn. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Stephen, this crowd tonight was energized by the show that you put on. What is that connection like?
Have a night like tonight where everything's clicking. Just want to embrace it. And more of a gesture of appreciation because this is a great place to play.
Yeah, it sure is, man. And you guys fed off of it. Thanks. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.